Hello guys, my name is Kiminek and welcome to this new video, and right now you might be wondering, Kiminek, where the hell are your videos? Because throughout the past 3 or so weeks I released only 2 videos, which is a horrendously low amount for my standards. Well, the answer to that, I've already explained it in my War Thunder video, but considering the fact that a large number of people are currently watching this video are probably hard-stuck World of Tanks fanboys which refuse to watch anything else than World of Tanks. Trust me, there's a lot of those kinds of people in my channel. I'm gonna explain it all yet again. My mother is currently listening about 2 meters behind me, and a couple of minutes ago she was actually watching TV that is actually right next to me, and it is in fact so close that you would probably think that it is my second monitor, but no, it is not. It is actually a TV. Now, the reason why she is at home and not at work or anywhere else is actually quite simple. She was recently in a hospital, in a local hospital, and well, it wasn't anything severe. It was a short operation. It lasted only about 5 minutes or something like that, and she was in total in the hospital for only about 16 hours, and half of that time spent there was spent there only because of the fact that there was no bus going to our house at 10 PM in the evening, in the night. So she had to stay at the hospital till the next day, which also caused the insurance company... Whoa, our hero just managed to block a shot from the Conqueror. I got no idea how the hell did he just do that. Either way, the fact that she was at the hospital for actually 2 days and so on made the insurance company think that it was not a 1-day kind of an operation, which means that she has to stay at home. She has to get a work leave for a couple of days and she has to stay at home. Now, normally the doctor would give her 10 days of work, but for some unknown fucking reason, he gave her an entire month. Now, obviously, she doesn't have to stay at home constantly. She can actually go outside. She actually has 2 walks per day that she can use. 2 walks at specific times that she can use to go outside and buy some groceries or something like that. The only problem about that is that she's only using the morning one. So, whenever I come home from school, I'll just find her in my room, just sitting there on my bed and watching TV. As fucking always. Even right now she's actually behind me, and the only reason why she's not watching a TV is because she's actually reading a book. I convinced her to read a book, and that's the only reason why I can actually right now record a video. Anyway, back to the actual video. Right now we are watching a beach house playing in his EBR 105, which is one of the newly added things. There's actually another tank that was added into this tank. Into this game. Wargaming, seriously, what the hell have you just brought upon this cursed land? This thing is an incredibly fast thing, and right now we can pretty much instantly see what is so weird about it. The fact that it actually has wheels, one of which, he actually got a flat tire right now. We can see the wheel over there just spinning in all freaking directions apart from the right one. Anyway, the EBR 105 and the other things of this kind are incredibly fast armored vehicles. They are not even tanks, they are just armored vehicles that move at an incredibly high speeds. Seriously, this thing can make 0 to 100 in less than 3 seconds. This thing has the acceleration of fucking Porsche. What the hell is this shit? Like, I don't fucking understand. Anyway, because of the fact that this thing is so ridiculously fast, it obviously doesn't have a good gun. In fact, this gun is worse than a light tank's guns. It literally is a light tank's gun, but divided even by a light tank's gun. It is like the same way if a tank looks down on the light tank's gun, the same way a light tank will look down on this gun. It has absolutely horrendous DPM, it has even worse penetration. It literally has just 190 penetration. The high explosive rounds on this tank have 105 penetration. So yeah, it has absolute terrific penetration, absolute terrific DPM, and to top it all off, it isn't even good at spotting. It is like, it has horrendous view range of like 300 330, 350 or something like that. It seriously has a bad view range to sort of balance out the fact that it's so ridiculously fast. Instead of just spotting the enemies with an actual view range, this thing is literally supposed to run to the enemy and just proxy spot them. I'm not even kidding about that. That is a genuine tactic with this vehicle. You're supposed to run so close to the enemy that you will just proxy spot them. And also, if it comes to mobility itself, it actually has two modes, as we might see over there on the bit right side of the screen. Right now we can actually see it. And it can actually switch between two kinds of mobility. The same way the S-Tanks can switch between the mobility mode and the siege mode. This thing can switch between being a fast boy and being a slippery little boy. The only difference, well, I pretty much already explained the difference between those things. One of them allows you to go at about 90 kilometers per hour, which is a ludicrously fast speed for this game. I get no idea how the hell is this thing allowed to even go that 90 kilometers per hour, but yeah, it is allowed to go 90 kilometers per hour at a cost of maneuverability. The other mode, on the other hand, allows you to put down these two wheels of yours on the ground, and it allows you to be a tiny little bit more maneuverable. However, it also slows you down to, well, quote unquote, only 60 kilometers per hour. That is still an incredibly high speed, but yeah, it is still slowing you down. The maneuverability additionally allows you to be unflippable. Regardless of how much somebody crashes into you, regardless of how you fall onto the ground, you're still going to flip around like a slippery cat, and you are still going to fall on your wheels. And while we are talking about the wheels, this tank actually cannot be detracked. Instead of that, it can have one of its tires punctured or one of its wheels damaged, which works pretty similarly to detracking, except for one single thing, and that is that a detrack or wheeling actually doesn't stop you. It just slows you down. It makes you move at a bit lower speed, and also makes you a bit wobbly, so you know the maneuverability is a bit lowered. Also, since we are talking about those wheels, this thing doesn't take any fall damage. It can fall from the outer layer of freaking atmosphere, and it's going to take absolute zero. It is not going to be damaged at all. However, if it's gonna tilt just a tiny little bit to the side and won't fall on its wheels, it will just disintegrate. This thing is super light. Seriously, it is super light. It weighs like, how much? 10 tons or something like that. It is an incredibly light thing with literally zero armor. This thing has the armor of a regular car. Literally anything that will attempt to shoot at this thing will penetrate it, will overmatch it anywhere. That's the reason why I was so surprised to see that Conqueror on the enemy team actually bounce off of this tank. I get no idea how he did that, but yeah. And to top it all off, to kind of round up everything bad about this tank, I'm also gonna point out one thing, and yeah, I actually pointed that thing out. This tank has... no, I also said that. Anyway, we are slowly moving to the end of this game. What a wobbly ass commentary that was. Anyway, our hero was so far capable of doing over 7,500 damage, and there is only one single enemy tank remaining. Will he be able to do any more damage to him? Probably not, but there is a chance that he will actually manage to hit him. He doesn't have a chance of actually penetrating him, but he loaded in the high explosive, which means that he can actually detrack him and deal a tiny little bit of a damage. But he managed to escape death by just a couple of centimeters, and we might have seen that enemy T95 FV, what the fuck is that thing? Simply that chieftain on the enemy team just shot underneath his wheels, and thanks to that he managed to miss him. Either way, this is gonna be the end of the game. Probably GG, I don't know. I spent all of the freaking time talking about my mother instead of talking about the game. So in case you were actually watching the replay itself, hope you enjoyed. But now to the post-game stats, we may see that the Beach House literally titled this video Mad Fun, and I gotta say that you probably had fun with this tank, because it is ridiculously OP right now. Like, it was already nerfed. It had its top speed nerf from like 105 kilometers per hour down to 90 kilometers per hour, which is still ludicrously fast, but it is not as incredibly high as it was before. Seriously, this thing is nearly unkillable. It has a low profile, it is incredibly fast, so it's almost impossible to hit, and thanks to all of those things combined together, you can pretty much just cruise in the middle of the freaking map, just running around shooting at the enemies with no one being able to retaliate against you. Because they just can't fucking hit you. This thing is absolutely freaking ridiculous. Either way, the beach house was capable of getting himself 11 medals in total. 5 less rare medals and 6 more rare medals. The more rare medals are the Pascucci's medal, Scout, Confederate, Defender, High Caliber and Top Gun, out of which only the Pascucci's medal is even double the rareness. Also, this thing is actually called Panhard. Well, it is not exactly Panhard, considering the fact that it has only 190 penetration. Still though, the beach house was capable of doing over 7,500 damage in this battle and was capable of getting himself 1,500 experience. Exactly. He was also capable of killing 6 enemies, and he actually managed to earn 58,000 credits in this game, even though that he was using a premium consumable. An absolutely amazing and stunning result. He also was capable of in total getting 4,500 experience, which is absolutely amazing. 8 kilometers traveled. Jesus, this thing is disgusting. Seriously, if this thing won't kill the game, then probably nothing will. Either way, that's gonna be the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed my little rambling over there about my mother and about how OP this thing is. I hope that I'll see you next time. Bye.